Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Alex Elliott here, and you're joining me on our stay in posture, stay down, create more power video. So this is all about that click. Okay, makes sense in a second. We're going to talk about setup, how you set up this drill, and we're going to do it with a driver, and we're also going to hopefully smash one down that fairway and do it with an iron as well. So to set up this drill, what we're going to need is, well, 3 golf balls, 1 alignment stick on the floor which represents our feet line, second one goes to our belt, and we have more at our lead side, and the position of our third is roughly half a yard outside our left foot, then a yard behind us, so we can hear the click. We're going to talk about today this transition to start the downswing and stay in posture. It's a hard move. I've been helping a lot of clients recently trying to get into this, and the one thing I say is listen carefully and take your time when doing this drill. Let's get into it. So let's talk about what we want to feel to start this downswing. And firstly, just pop your club on the ground, okay? What I want you to use this sort of rule, can we hear the click before we hit the ball? Because that would be more over it, more hips out the way, rather than no real hip movement, okay? These hips are a big topic on the golf swings at the minute with these hips. John Ram being a fantastic one, Xander Schauffele. You look at any of the top players, they do this right. Now, if you're watching this thinking, Alex, I'm never going to be a top player, I'm not telling you to be. I'm saying you could get 1% better at this to see a massive gain in yards. So standing in this position, place your hands across your chest, and you can do this at home if you just have a chair there. This could be a chair, this, instead of an alignment stick. And I want you to make a backswing, and I want you to make a downswing, and really try and feel you get the alignment stick to make that click before your chest gets through to target. So I reference my logo here on the right. Can I feel, I hear the click before my logo points to target? Because that would be staying more down, released, and then up. Okay, so let's look at this in just a little bit more detail before we come back down the line. So stay there for 1 second. So I want you to grab your belt buckle now and put your thumb on the middle of your chest. Okay, so let's understand a few things here. This down here is forward bend, okay? This is right bend, this is left bend, okay? Nice and simple. In the backswing, we want left bend with a little bit of extension. So that's forward bend, this is extension, getting a little bit further away. In the downswing, back into forward bend with a little bit of right, and then extension up out the shot. Watch that from the down the line perspective now. Watch this. So watch this again. From the down the line perspective, so forward bend, left and right pocket, over the golf ball, click, and extend up and out into that nice classic finish. So let's get the golf club in our hand now, and let's just show you. I think this is where this video idea came from. I had a client in the other day. We were really standing up into the golf ball and making this golf club shaft so upright into impact. Well, look at this now. If I make this club really upright, so working the shaft this way, okay, not this way, making the shaft angle more upright, look where the club face is going to point. It's going to point very much to the right of target. Like if you got fitted for a set of irons or a driver and the shaft angle was too much this way for you, that club would potentially, at impact, point that way. So what you'd hear if you had too flat of a lie angle, that face would point very much to the right, okay? What we're talking about the shaft angle is here, if we're standing up, shaft angle works down and upright, the club face is going to point predominantly to the right, and we're not going to create any power at all. We're also going to struggle with that curvature off to the right. So this drill, can we stand here just inside the golf ball to begin with, just go to hip height through, and what I want you to do is, before this golf club passes the golf ball, can we hear the click? A bit more active this time. That's better. And make 3 goes with it. So what you're seeing here is a motion which looks more like this, not like this. So simply, can you have that idea in our head, I'm going to hit one away now, of hearing the click before we hear the smash of the ball. Do this slowly on your first rep. okay? Standing there, I'm just going to hit this one probably 20 yards just to get a feeling of what down and through in posture feels like to me. And that's key. So good ball position, halfway back, halfway through. This is going to make us look more like this into impact rather than this way, and club face pointing right. So just clearing this up, we're talking about the shaft angle working to upright in the downswing. If you were fitted for a set of irons, this is really important kind of touch point, so we don't get confused in this, everybody. So if your set of irons was too upright, that would mean your toe was pointing up at address. If you had a set of irons which are too flat, your heel would be sort of up into the sky at address, which would point the club face to the right. What we're saying right now is if we don't stay down in posture, we have to release this way, okay? Here we go, halfway back, hear the click before the ball. Did it there, didn't we? We did it there. That felt really aggressive to me, and probably actually, if I'm honest, a little bit awkward to begin with. Now that's an exaggeration. Let's take this to the next stage now and hit one away before we walk down the fairway and hit one with our irons, because we want to learn to do this with all of our game. And hopefully guys, you are enjoying this video so far. I'm actually learning a few points. We're learning how to stay down, but what an upright club looks like at address and what a club that's too flat for us. And hopefully you've sort of, well, if we're serious about this game, hopefully you've gone through that fitting process recently or in the last few years to get clubs that are perfect for your game. So building this into my pre-shot routine with driver, I want you to imagine there's a piece of string attached from my grip, okay, or my head to my pocket. As my left pocket moves around, this moves down. So this is the feeling we're after, and then we're moving through. So all I'm picturing now over the golf ball, can I hear the click of the alignment stick before I hit the ball? So let's hit this one away, get a feeling for this. You're going to feel like you've got so much more whip through impact. You're going to feel like you've got so much more power, and that's what we're looking for. Okay, let's head down the fairway and try this with a long iron, another culprit. Let's now get into those long irons, a culprit area for me, and I'm sure for you too. Let's get a yardage first. Okay, so how far have we got? 178. What would you go with there? I'm going to go with 5 iron here. There's a little bit of wind in too, but what would you go with? So let's remind ourselves, we're going to put some slow-mos over this of what we're looking for with this setup here. So we'll put the slow-mos over this, really trying to feel as though we get the hips to click into the alignment stick before we hear this on the ground. So I want to go a little bit more into, as you're looking over this slow-mo now, just have a look how my hips, I've got kind of what, 5% shift, 95% turn, and we've got then that contact on the ground. And using that alignment stick is just a really great way of feeling that whole aspect of the drill. So on the golf course now, I want you to feel this into pre-shot routine, and it's more important, I would say, with irons to get the feeling of the shift left to help us get this bottom of the arc happening past the ball, not before the ball. Okay, so up halfway, I just go 3/4 practice swings, shift, open, hit the ground. Second practice swing, through. And my main focus for you is, can I get my belt buckle as best I can pointing towards target before I hit the ball? Now, for many of us, including myself, it's something that's very, very hard to do. Whether it's possible or not, what we're looking to have is that feeling of staying more down and then explode up and out rather than coming high early. Right at the start of this video, I made reference to this logo. What I want you to see here is, on this drill, that I swing up, we swing down, transfer the weight, chest works down, and then works up towards target. Rather than most people's transition, it gets up early, there's not enough twist. So nice focus is belt buckle to target, chest to target, really great feelings for us to hit away with. Okay, so this is going to require a good one. Let's get it in there. Beautiful, hit that. Didn't move. We're on the green, we're on the dance floor. Do you ever do that? You anticipate your usual fadey shot and it just goes poof, bullet straight. Anyway, make sure you don't on those shots, aim outside of the green. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is so key. Stay down, stay through, then work up to master that downswing.